What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me ranking the Rising of the Shield Hero collaboration characters from best to worst on this tier list. So let's hop into the video. Alright, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna, give a little brief, talk about the character. I have them pulled up on GC database as well. But basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them either 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the ranking, in that order, like best to worst. Alright, so now let's actually go over what my ranking is going to be for the Rising of the Shield Hero collaboration. So let's start with number 1 being Filo. So this is like a given. I think a lot of you guys already know that Filo has to be like one of the most broken characters that's released in Grand Cross in a while, like even as for a collab character. The reason why Filo is so broken is because she's trying to do extra damage based on the enemies having a ton of debuffs. So this is her passive right here. So when an ally damages an enemy using a skill, it ignores 8% crit resistance and 8% crit defense for every debuff applied on the enemy. You get single target damage increase as well with your attack skills, and it can go up to 5 times. So you get a 40% like res shred, basically like crit resistance shred and crit defense shred. And then on her holy relic, she's actually gonna get 45% attack related stats because 3 times 15. So that's like really strong in itself. And then obviously having the weak point AoE, the stun single target, so you got kind of like some utility there. And then the Zelda's ultimate as well. Yeah, man, Filo has to go into the number 1 slot in my opinion. This is where like I think the tier list is going to become controversial. It really does depend on like what you value more. Do you value PvP more or do you value PvE more now? Like from 2 to 4 basically at this point. So in my opinion, I will put Kizuna in the number 2 spot, and the reason why I'm gonna put Kizuna in the number 2 spot is because I feel like she has long-term viability. She already is a staple character in Original Demon. If you guys don't know already, you can run her as a Summer Dian substitute, and she's actually gonna perform very well on the team. Basically what she does is she increases her own skill ranks every time she attacks an enemy, and also removes debuffs from allies, which people actually like forget that she does this, which is it's such a nice like ability, because the moment you attack you can cleanse all the block effects on your whole team basically in like OG Demon. Yeah, she can remove debuffs from allies if the hero deals damage to the enemy with a skill during the allies turn. And then for her holy relic, when the hero's skills are ranked up, increases all allies attack related stats by 30% for 2 turns, which is actually like insane. This buff makes her in a sense better than Summer Dian, but she does lack the whole like team rank up type thing that Summer Dian has, which is a little bit better than Kizuna. But this attack related makes up for the fact that you're only like starting with the rank 2 cards or rank 1 cards. So yeah, man, I mean, in my opinion, I think Kizuna definitely deserves the number 2 spot on the tier list, because I value PvE a lot more than I do PvP. Filo here is an exception because she is just like so dominant that I have to give her the number 1. But Kizuna, I do think, is gonna have long-term viability in any demon that is green typing and like on the hell version where you have to bring red characters. She's gonna be such a staple character, and so I have to give her the number 2 spot on the tier list here. Alright, guys, moving on to the number 3 spot is going to be Naofumi. So Naofumi is going to be the number 3 spot because he's not a bad character by any means. He's not bad at all. The thing is with Naofumi is that he can be super good against Esterosa teams. I think that's like the one main team I think he excels against, because as a Esterosa main myself, whenever I face a Naofumi, I encroach him, I get the kill, he revives and gets basically full health again, right? Because he has the Holy Relic revive. You guys don't know, Naofumi can revive based on his defense to actually heal up again, which is crazy. And then he's also going to increase his damage dealt. For every time he takes a hit, he gets a Mark of Wrath, which increases his damage dealt on AoE attack skills up to by 35% for each Mark of Wrath. So he's dealing what, like, I don't know what the number is, but it's easily over what, like, you can get 6 of these. That has to be like 200% plus damage, or like around that, like the 190% like damage dealt increase. Like, it's crazy. So Naofumi is able to deal a lot of damage, but the thing that I see that Naofumi lacks, I think the ultimate could have been AoE for sure. But other than that, I think he's fine. Like, I think maybe if his ultimate was AoE, it would be a little bit too broken, because because of the like Marco Wrath AoE. But they specifically say attack skills though, so it could have been like his ultimate could have been AoE regardless. But Yeah, I mean, Naofumi is very, very good. I do think he's gonna be, I don't know how long he's gonna stay in the PvP meta as like a, you know, a mono blue defense type team. You know, we'll have to see. Obviously, you know, once collabs leave, a lot of people like stop using the collab characters because, you know, like new characters come out and they're probably gonna replace them. But from what I've seen in PvP so far, though, like Naofumi can be a very good like counter to like a demon team or like any team that relies on like doing a lot, like even like Merlin. Some Naofumi teams can counter Merlin too, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, guys, and then obviously you know who the number 4 spot's going to be. It's going to be Raphtalia. The reason why Raphtalia goes there is just because I think the other characters are just better, right? I think the other characters in general are just better than Raphtalia, but she is a very, very good support for Naofumi, right? Like, she's going to increase allies max HP by 300% of the hero's defense at the start of the battle, and then decrease allies damage taken by 30% if all allies in the battle are the same attribute. And then she's also going to increase damage dealt to allies when an ally assumes a stance, right? So, you know, and Naofumi obviously can do that. So yeah, it's more of like what you value on your account. Like if you value like PvP more, like maybe it would be like this. Like this would probably be your tier list, right? But because I value Kizuna's like rank up ability, I think the tier list should look like this. But it really does come down to like what you value again, man. Like obviously like the thing is like Filo, you guys can be like, amazing, Filo's a PvP character. Yeah, but she's like honestly, like this is like such a broken kid. If they gave this to like any normal like character in Grand Cross, like this would be a summon banner for sure. Like this would be a character you would summon for, in my opinion, right? Like Filo is really, really good, man. Kizuna has her uses in the OG Demon and Crimson Demon, hell, easy. Naofumi and Raphtalia, like PvE wise, I don't think they have much use. Like I mean, maybe a bird team. But other than that, like not too much usage, but PvP wise they can be good. But the problem with like, you know, where I would place them in terms of a long-term viability, I don't know how long they're gonna last in PvP meta, especially with them being collab type characters. It's hard to say. Filo definitely has long-term viability because there's always gonna be debuff meta. There's always gonna be characters that debuff the enemies to do more damage. So that's why, you know, the ranking for my tier list is set up in the way it is. So that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully that gave you guys a gist of like what each character is able to do and why I rank them in the spots. Again, you guys can switch this if you feel PvP is more valuable, but I am gonna leave it as this for the tier list. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a good rest of your day.